CataractCoach.com. It's okay to cut the capsule with scissors to rescue this rhinorhexis and enlarge the opening. Let's watch this fun case here. It's a trypan blue dye going in. You can see it's obviously a pretty opaque looking cataract here. Now going in with some viscoelastic. And of course we know the challenge here of getting a nice rhexis, especially if it's an intumescent white cataract. So now holding the eye with the chopper and then forceps going in. Let's see what happens. Poking in here and not the best staining, so it's kind of hard to see. But there's the rhexis. There's the capsule. Good job. Keep it going. I like that. Now I just do a double rhexis technique here, but you can do the complete rhexis first. Now grabbing it again, and let's see what happens. Okay, grab it again. And now it's kind of wanting to go in the wrong direction. So here I'd want to try like that little maneuver to bring it back in a little bit. See if you can get it back. Okay, more viscoelastic is always a good thing. No harm in doing that. But be careful as you inject it. So now you can see this is looking like it wants to run out pretty quickly. So let's see what happens next. Grabbing the capsule again. Again, here's where I do that little maneuver. Doing it just regular. It wants to run out. There's a little maneuver. Good job. Beautiful. And grabbing it again. Can you get it in? Hey, rescued. All right, it's been rescued. So there you go. So now you completed a rhexis. A little bit irregular, not the prettiest, but that's okay. It's intact and it's curvilinear. There's no runouts of it. So hey, that's fantastic there. And now let's take a look here. What's next is maybe nucleus rotation, freeing up the nucleus a little bit using this hook. Not really a chopper there. It has a nice ball tip. And tell me you're Brazilian without telling me you're Brazilian. There you see our beautiful Brazilian colleagues. Love to do that spinning of the nucleus. And now the rest of the case should be pretty routine. Oh, scissors already. Now, surgeon didn't want to deal with the baby rhexis. Now using scissors to cut the capsule and open it up. I like it. So this is, in essence, this is a double rhexis technique. So you can definitely use the scissors there. Now here we go, the cross chopper technique. Be careful doing this if you're a beginner. This is not easy. You got to perfectly balance those two instruments. But once you do, you can exert cross forces here and really split the nucleus up. Notice no phaco energy, right? So purely mechanical energy to split the nucleus up. Obviously, we sped up the video. Nuclear pieces can be emulsified pretty easily here. But yeah, keep in mind always the double rhexis technique for white cataracts. And whether that means doing a small rhexis at the beginning and then enlarging it, or even like in this case, doing a somewhat irregular rhexis, then depressurizing the capsular bag, spinning the nucleus around, etc., and then using scissors to recut and then extend that capsulorhexis. All good ideas here. And you can have a really nice result as we're witnessing here in this case. And the last pieces come out pretty easily. And at the end here, we'll take a look and see what the final capsulorhexis arrangement looks like. Those pieces should come out pretty easily. I like the idea of extra viscoelastic here, just to keep the posterior capsule away from the tip. Like it. Very good idea. And coming out of the eye. And let's see, IA probe, clean this up. Hey, while we're doing this, let me tell you about CataractCoach.com, our teaching website. So much great material. Plus, do you know I have an Instagram? A lot of people aren't aware of that. Check it out. I got a nice Insta. Anyway, back to our case here. Now it looks like a bimanual eye to kind of clean up some of the stuff here. Little extra wispy stuff that's adherent to the bag. That can all be removed pretty easily. And again, it's nice to have an intact rhexis. And in this case, you certainly have that. And now cleaning up the other way as well. So here's using the left hand for an aspirator, and then the right hand is just actually infusion alone. And so here, viscoelastic at the end of the case, looks like enlarging the incision. Here comes a lens, 3-piece lens, although you can certainly put a single piece in the bag. And there we go. There's one haptic. Get that dialed over. You all know the 7L rule. Don't even have to say it anymore. Get that nicely in the capsular bag. Hey, beautiful looking case here. I like it. So leave me a comment below. Do you ever try this technique of using, obviously, the double rhexis technique, which we're talking about, but also cutting the capsule with scissors if you need to? And you're going to see this was not some special, micro instrumentation. You can just use your little Van Ness scissors, and they can go through your regular phaco incision and nick that capsule so you can get the rhexis enlarged or torn again, or whatever you desire. End of the case here looks fantastic. I want to thank our colleague here for sending in a great video. And remember, check out CataractCoach.com, the website. Yeah, it's way more than there is here on YouTube. Check it out. I promise you'll absolutely love it, and especially the weekly podcast.